Okay, it's November 2023 and my 7,800 mile Honda NT700 let me down last night. It was a beautiful sunny day, temperature in the mid 60s, and I had just filled up with premium fuel. I don't normally buy premium for any of my machines, but the price of premium at this one particular busy station, a Sheetz gas station, they were selling fuel all at the same price for regular, plus, and high test. So why not? Okay, so I get about 20 minutes out from filling up, and the bike started bucking. And the more I would open the throttles, the more it would buck, and I would let off, and it would seem to like it was maybe going to run right, and then I'd come to a hill and open the throttle, and I'd pull the clutch and start downshifting and slipping the clutch to get up the hill. Then I pulled over and let it sit. At first I thought I might have a clogged vent in the fuel cap. I checked that out. I didn't hear any shh when I opened the gas cap, so that wasn't it. And I had a full tank, but this happened. This is the first time I absolutely filled the tank all the way up, because I only got this bike a little over 2 weeks ago. So I immediately started headed home. We were about 40 miles out by that time, and a lot of hills on the way home, of course. And it was slowing down. I was lucky to crest some of those hills at 20 miles an hour, and I had to do so by downshifting and creeping over and just doing a lot of clutch work to get it up over the hill. Then going down the other side, it still wasn't right. But anyway, if anyone has had any experience with these machines conking out, I think it's the fuel pump. Now, if it's something else, I would like to hear if anyone's had any experience with something like maybe a throttle position sensor or the ignition system. But I think it's fuel. But I would appreciate if anyone would share their experience with having this, what acts like fuel starvation. I was suspecting the fuel. Here's why. Why were they selling high test at the same price as regular gas? I think it's possibly because no one was buying high test. And now that the fuels have methanol or ethanol, whatever it's called, in them, which absorbs moisture out of the air, I thought maybe that they need to get rid of the fuel that nobody's buying because it's constantly absorbing water from the air. And I was thinking maybe I got a half a tank or a full tank of gas that has a lot more water in it. Now it's raining outside. I got my raincoat on. I was just walking Charlie, and I will not work on something dealing with fuel in my garage. I don't have enough room anyway. But whenever it doesn't rain anymore, I'm going to drain the fuel tank and see if there's any water in the gas. And maybe I'll even try new fuel. But I've noticed when I was shopping for fuel pumps on eBay that they range anywhere from aftermarket pumps priced in the $39 range, $59 for the kit with the little filter on the end and little connections and little hoses and wires and things like that to finish the job, all the way up to in the $500 range for a fuel pump. So right there, I'd like to know if anyone has had any experience buying the aftermarket cheaper fuel pumps. I would like some advice. Should I stay away from them? Are they crap? And should you know, common sense kind of tells me to go with the stock one, but here we have a case that probably a stock one went, even if it's not a stock one, and there may be an aftermarket one in there. Well, that meant that the original stock one gave up at one time. Anyway, another story. I got my bumper covers. They came in today. They were $7 and $8 online. I got them on a site that advertises or sells on eBay, Partzilla, where you click on their website and you pick which bike you have, and then you can see the exploded parts diagrams and pick your part and order it, and that's what I did. And including shipping, I think they were $24, and I thought that was, I expected to pay much more. So I can replace these scarred up bumper covers that did their job. Other than that, I really like this machine. I really like it. It has the right disposition, the right manners. It's comfortable. It's got a great seat. You know, it's, of course, it has bags and shaft drive. Like my 400, I put a trunk in. That's the tank bag that I carry on my 400. I have other bigger gas or tank bags, but I'm able to get by with just that one. And of course, I have my Venture. I made a little joke. My buddy Jerry was, we were talking about carburetors and fuel injection before this ever happened. He said, "Oh, I like fuel injection." And I made the remark after he made that statement. I said, "You know what? Carburetors always get you home." And damn, that statement became fact yesterday when I had to come home, ride double on the back on Jerry's bike, and get my truck, and I had to go an hour to get my trailer at my son's house, and then I had to go in rush hour traffic as it was getting dark to pick up my machine. Luckily, it broke down right in front of a guy's house that was a motorcyclist, and he had a garage full of motorcycles, and he helped me. He tried to help me diagnose it. He wanted to plug into the port and do a scan to see what fault codes it may have had, but I don't know where the plug is. And he was a Harley guy. He had no experience with these, but he helped me in the dark when I got there. I mean, it was dark, and he helped me get it on the trailer, which my wife and I went to get the bike. I wanted to get it last night because it was a nice day yesterday, and today it's raining, and I knew the rain was coming. So that was the first time in decades that I was left stranded, that something happened. My first time was on my 350 Kawasaki A7 SS Avenger, two-stroke twin. I spun a rotary valve on that, and that's the last time I was stranded somewhere. But that was my fault. I was out there wringing its neck out in the middle of nowhere, and I missed a shift and clicked it into gear, and the crankshaft wanted to keep spinning, but the rotary valve, no, the crankshaft stopped when I clicked it into gear, and the rotary valve wanted to keep spinning, and they always snap off at the shaft around the crankshaft, those rotary valves. So, anyway, and I learned last night a few more things that I should be carrying on my bikes. Now, I know to carry flashlights. I carry one on my Venture, but I did not have a flashlight last night. And I really needed one. It was pitch black out there. And I needed those nylon tie-down strap extensions that I carry on my Venture. because you can't always get your tie-down straps on your handlebars. But anyway, I'm going to have to get 2 more sets of those for these 2 bikes, because last night I wished I had them with me. But anyway, anyone that's had any fuel starvation problems, fuel pump problems, I was thinking maybe it was the throttle position sensor. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever had any fuel injection issues with any of my machines. So I would appreciate any experience anyone's had with this model. Like I said, it was bucking and not going, and opening the throttle more on hills made it fall on its face more. It just was, it had nothing. It's like it was not getting any fuel. And finally I couldn't even make it home. And of course when I got home last night it started right up. So I would appreciate any experience anyone's had at this. I'll see you there.